webinar today, and also a little bit of a yoga practice with you all. So today, before we get started, we are going to set an intention for the next hour. For that, let's all, let me introduce myself first. So I'm Swarupa. I'm one of the volunteers with Vivekananda Yoga, and I'm a student of Guruji as well. I did the yoga teacher training in 2020 in the May batch, and it was a wonderful experience. Today, in the webinar, we will be learning a little, I'll be sharing a little bit about what the yoga teacher training is all about. And then we'll introduce Guruji, who will share his yoga philosophy with us. And if the time permits, we will have some time to do a yoga practice called Yoga Nidra towards the very end. And we'll have plenty of opportunity to ask questions as well. So while we are going through this webinar, please feel free to leave your questions or comments in the chat function. And we'll have a few minutes at the end as well where you could ask us questions then. So with that, wherever you're seated, please sit comfortably if you're able to. And we're going to set the intention right for the hour. We're going to try and bring our mind, body, and attention to here and now. So sit comfortably, spine erect, make sure your back is straight, and focus on your breath. Inhale deeply and intensely, and exhale slowly. And if you're familiar with the yoga, yoga practice of doing omkaras, you can join me or just follow along. We are going to do 3 omkaras, which is essentially chanting Om, and the vibration we're going to try to take from the navel region all the way to the head region. So for that, inhale deeply. And as you exhale, let's chant Om. And we'll do this 3 times. So let's start. Om. 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 Now bring your hands in Namaskar Mudra. And we're going to start with a starting prayer, which is calling the intention to this hour. And if you're familiar with this mantra, you can chant with me even while you're on mute, or just to follow along. And it is essentially calling the divine to help the teacher and the student to come together with a lot of energy and vigor as we start this new journey of learning. Let's chant together. Om Sehna Vavatu Sehnau Bhunaktu Sah Viryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvisha vahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Okay, so with that, let's get started. Like with all good things, we have a tradition of starting our yoga practice or yoga programs with the lighting of the lamp, or also known as Deepa Prajwalana. It is essentially setting the intention, or signifies taking us from the darkness to light, from limited to infinity, and from untruth to truth. So for that, Guruji will be lighting the lamp for us. And
Padma is my daughter-in-law.
Oh, yeah.
She's lighting the lamp.
Yeah, thank you, Padmaji. And as Padma is lighting the lamp, you can join me in chanting this mantra, which is Om Asato
Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya
Tamas
Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti 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 Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoటి Samprabha Nirvighram Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryesu Sarvada Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, Surupa. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Guruji. Thank you, Padma. So, okay, with that start, let's learn about the webinar, or let's learn about the yoga teacher training. Before that, a quick introduction about Vivekananda Yoga. Some of you are already familiar with us. You have already joined us in this practice. Well, Vivekananda Yoga, it was founded in 2015 in San Diego. It's accredited by Yoga Alliance, and it's completely run by volunteers. It started out with maybe 2 or 3 volunteers to now countless volunteers, and over 100 volunteers. And the main goal of yoga is to, Vivekananda Yoga is to bring happiness and harmony at all levels for everyone, for people from all walks of life through yoga. And while it's founded in San Diego and its major presence in San Diego, it's all over the United States as well, especially in cities like Phoenix and Charlottesville, Virginia. And today we'll learn what all encompasses this teacher training, which is you'll be certified with the RYT 200, which is 200 hours of practice, both from like a physical perspective, mental, as well as knowledge, spiritual perspective as well. And the next cohort starts next week. So with all of this information, hopefully you'll be joining us today. Okay, so what is all this program about, and what are you going to learn from it? As you can see here, it's a huge list. It's a very comprehensive and expansive program. You're not only going to learn about the asanas, which are the physical postures, you're going to learn about the shatkarmas, and don't be put off by these Sanskrit names. You'll be learning all about it throughout the program, and you'll be very comfortable towards the end of it. So just to give you a flavor for what this program is about, so it's going to be about shatkarmas, sukshma vyayama, for example. It's subtle body exercises. Now, this one is something we don't generally associate with yoga, is the micro joints, and how yoga can positively impact our micro joints in our fingers, knees. So you'll be learning all these subtle body exercises that positively impact your micro joints. Pranayama, as you may have heard, it's the breathing techniques. It's actually way more than breathing techniques. It's how you bring together your life force and such. So you'll be learning about that. And there's a lot of focus on relaxation techniques. As yoga is all about not just stimulation of the body, but equal importance is given to relaxation of the body as well. So you'll learn a whole lot of relaxation techniques. There's also a big focus on emotional intelligence, plus the yogic references in ancient texts like Bhagavad Gita, Yoga Vasishta, and some of the early works, literature works on yoga, the Patanjali Yoga Sutras. You will also learn, whether you're religious or not, you'll also learn about the theory of Bhakti Yoga through bhajans. You'll learn about all 4 streams of yoga. And you'll not only learn to be a really good yoga student, but you'll also learn how to teach yoga just the way it's meant to be to your students. You learn about energy autonomy, physiology, yoga ethics, and many, many more things. So you just saw a whole list of things you'll be learning and be able to teach through this program. But just to give you kind of like an overall view or a big picture on why this program is so unique. If you're familiar with the way yoga is being taught in the West or in the mainstream, even in India now, a lot of the focus is on one dimension of yoga, which is the asanas. Essentially, like the physical aspect of yoga, which is twisting yourself like a noodle, and yoga is only associated with that. But yoga is way more than that. It has multiple dimensions. It is essentially designed for each one of us, as we all come from different walks of life. We have different personalities. We have different needs spiritually and physically. Yoga is designed to work for each one of us. And through this program, we'll be learning a little bit of every stream of yoga, every dimension of yoga. So it's not just the 8 limbs of yoga, but it's also going to be karma yoga, which is deriving happiness just the way we operate or we do things in our life. Or the bhakti yoga, which is, even if you're not religious, is essentially giving in to the power of surrender and devotion. Or it's the jnana yoga, which is deriving joy or inner divinity through knowledge. Or the shata karmas, which are known as cleansing techniques. These are major part of hatha yoga, and you may know these as the neti and the dhauti. Neti, for example, it's a nasal wash. It's fantastic for allergies. So there are multiple aspects of yoga that you'll be learning through this program. And what makes Vivekananda Yoga so special? As we just mentioned, this whole program has been designed and distilled from the ancient knowledge or the ancient ways of teaching yoga. So it's the most authentic and traditional yoga out there. And another big feature of this is Vivekananda Yoga training is it's nourished by satsanga. And by satsanga, we mean this group of people, hundreds of people who have come together to make yoga part of their lives and embark on this journey to find inner truth or inner happiness. You're nourished by all of these people who are there on their own journey of yoga. And most important USP is definitely Guruji's experience. And once you get to meet him, you will understand what I'm talking about. He has immense experience and he has great vision and wisdom. And that's definitely one of the most distinguishing factors of Vivekananda Yoga. And you'll be supported by your fellow teachers who come from all walks of life. All of our previous cohorts, we've had mothers, fathers, grandparents, even kids. They are homemakers, they are engineers, doctors, business leaders. So we've had people or teachers from all walks of life, and we'll be coming together to share our own distinct flavor to the program. And finally, and most importantly, Vivekananda Yoga is driven by this desire to help everybody achieve that personal growth. And it's not by profit. So you'll feel that difference as well. And what is required of you as participants? Well, all you need is your intention to learn. No prior yoga is needed. Several of our teachers have had no prior experience with yoga, and they've all been very phenomenal and found huge benefits of joining this program. You can attend this program online and in person, and just having your own sadhana or practice is the most important, and follow along as the program. It's very, very, Guruji does an extremely great job of hand-holding you, despite of your background or what you may have done previously. He makes sure that you can come along on this journey with everyone. And how will you benefit from this program? And this has been the experience. We collected this from all of our teachers who have gone through this program before. And they've all shared the benefit of this program being a brand new perspective on life. We all have challenges. We all go through different life experiences. Yoga helps us have a brand new, fresh perspective on life to lead a more positive, to lead a more positive life. And needless to say, you'll also be gaining some physical strength and agility through this. You will gain some tools for emotional balance and mind calming techniques. And the biggest benefit is satsanga. Even 3 years since me taking the training, of 4 years now, I still cherish the satsanga that we have here with teachers, folks that I can practice and learn, continue to learn from. Spiritual growth, and also a huge investment in yourself that stays with you forever. Okay, so with that, the person of the hour that you've all been waiting to meet, I would like to introduce you to our Guruji. A little intro about him. Guruji has been, he comes from a family of yogis and Vedanta practitioners. He has been doing yoga from a very, very early age. Um, uh, in his 50s, he decided to leave behind his life and career as a very successful banking executive to pursue yoga for a more fulfilling and meaningful life full time. And since then, he has been learning, studying, and teaching yoga for more than 3 decades all over India and United States. And as you can see here, if you're familiar with the yoga schools in India, he has learned as a full-time residential trainee, he has learned yoga in India, in the East, in the West, in the North and the South, pretty much the whole gamut of schools in Shwasa Yoga University and in Rishikesh, in Bihar. And he has designed this program distilled from the knowledge of all of these institutions. So we are very, very fortunate to be able to access this type of authentic and traditional yoga here in the US. And he moved here to United States in 2013, so about 11 years now. He lives in Carlsbad, San Diego, but he also shares his time in California and Virginia between his family. And his main purpose in life right now is to inspire and to teach students or participants, yogis, tangible tools to find their own inner joy. And he has trained hundreds of teachers, so we are lucky to be taught by him and learn with him. So with that, I would like to invite, and his name is Subbarao Nemani ji. We all lovingly call him Guruji. And with that, I hand over the presentation to him so he can share a little bit about himself and also his yoga philosophy.
Thank you. Thank you, Swarupa. You can remove the presentation. We'll get back to it again, okay, so that I can see the faces.
Okay.
Yeah. Kindly keep your cameras open so that I get inspired by your presence here. Now, Swarupa has been talking about me, but then one thing I would like to read, my passion, call it whatever call it, is I have enjoyed certain benefits out of yoga. I want to share that experience of mine. Today, it is not what the training I got, and what it means to me. What it means to me is that today I am 81, and then I don't have to take any medicines. I don't have to take any tablets or anything. And then I can walk about 5 miles. Even now, today, I will walk about 5 miles. I can do yoga with all the teachers. I've slowed down, no doubt. Age is something inevitable. And then I keep myself happy. Not that I don't have problems. I do have problems. But I know I have to face them. I can't run away from them. And establish myself in the present moment. So these are some of the things. And I'm peaceful, tranquil. And then I want to, if I'm enjoying these things, I want to share with everyone. Okay? Okay. Now that all of us, we want to be, what is that we want? Why are we doing what we are doing? Please make it interactive. so that we will make it more meaning out of it. Okay, whatever you can replace, you can and the chart you can do it. What we are doing, so many things which we are doing. Why we are doing what we are doing? Okay, okay. Any one of you? What do we want in life? Okay, we all want happiness, isn't it? We, all the pursuit is for happiness. Adyantika dukha nivrutti, ananta sukha prapti. We all want happiness. We don't want misery, pain. Okay. Now, with that, let us. I'll tell you a small story. There were 10 students crossing a river. When they were crossing a river, and then they came to the other end of it, and they were wondering whether every one of us come or not. So they started counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my God, the 10th man has disappeared. The 10th man has drowned. So no, you made a mistake. The other one started counting. So like that, all the students started, everyone got only nine of them. All of them are sitting and crying. Oh my God, one of us drowned. So there was an elderly man passing by, and then it was, why are you people crying? Don't stop crying first. And then he asked them, why are you people crying? No, one of us got drowned there. Now he understood the situation and then said, well, why? How many of you are there? No, only 9 of us we are there, and then one of us we got drowned. Okay. Now, an elderly man gave an advice to them. Let us go keep the story there like that. Okay. Now, all of us, we want happiness, is it? Now, raise your finger. All of you, raise your finger. Okay. Hold it like this. Now, you want happiness, isn't it? Where is happiness? Show it. Where is happiness? Show it. Where do you think happiness lies? Up, keep here, right? Happiness lies within us. Happiness is there within us. Okay. Now again, bring your finger over. Where are you looking for it? Where are we looking for it? Everywhere. Right? So the elderly man, what he suggested is, now you come here and you start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only 9 are there. And then he turns the finger, and then 10. All the 10 are there. So now, if we are not finding happiness, it is not because to be happy is a wonderful desire. Sadhyam is all of us, we want to be happy. That is to be achieved. That is a goal to be achieved, right? And sadhaka is, who is the one who wants to be happy, who wants to do something? That is, who is the one? Yourself. You are the sadhaka. And the process of getting from here to there is sadhana. That is yoga. That is what we are going to do. Now, we were reading asatoma sadgamaya tamasoma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya. Tamasoma jyotirgam. So this tamas means ignorance, darkness. So now I know intellectually happiness lies within me, but then I keep looking outside it. So this is how we can do. We have to, ignorance is here. And from there, we have to go to knowledge or illumination. We have to illuminate our life with these things. Now, how to do that is the yoga process. Now, but then, why am I looking for outside and all that? That we will examine. Okay? Now, tell me how many times you breathe. We have to answer quickly. Chat. How many times you breathe per minute? Quickly, some number. Go. Quickly.
10 times.
10 times. Anybody? Quickly. Everybody has to respond. Go. Give some number.
I
At
said
least
10
you
times.
put it on the chart. Huh? How many? 20. Good. 15. 14. 10.
Right, Ranjini.
18. 20. Good.
You can unmute and share, Ranjini.
40.
40.
40.
Is there anybody else? Quickly, a little time. Okay.
No, this is 10.
Okay. Now, thank you. Thank you very much. Now, breath is something which is a difference between life and death, isn't it? As long as we are breathing, then only we are alive. And how many times we really applied ourselves? How many times I am breathing? When did I last check myself up? For paying attention means you have to pay attention. We are looking everywhere else for happiness, and then look at the ridiculousness of it. And we'd want all the time. No, nobody wants misery, isn't it? We don't want misery, and we are clinging on to a thing which is not in our control. Our happiness comes from other people. When other people, when somebody looks at me lovingly, and when somebody appreciates me, and then I feel happy. When somebody gives me a dirty look, I feel unhappy. Like that. So similarly, when we feel a little pain, what do? Immediately we go to a doctor. Yeah, we started outsourcing our happiness, or started outsourcing our health to outside. And then we keep crying. But then who heals? Where does healing happen? Healing happens within you. You must allow yourself to be healed. You must look at what am I doing? For me, nowadays there is diseases, what we call they are the present kind of diseases. They are not coming from outside. Earlier we used to get some diseases like especially only the flu, or for example, COVID came from outside, not from within. So COVID came, they found a medicine. Flu, they found a vaccine. And then malaria, filaria, cholera, so many contagious diseases, the science and technology found it. But then we are not bothered about it. What we are finding is, the difficulty what we are finding is, that most of the diseases what we get for health is caused by ourselves. The source is there within us. So the present day, what are the diseases we get? Diabetes. Diabetes is not coming from outside. It is a lifestyle changes. Hypertension, heart problems, arthritis, digestive disorders, depression, anxiety, all these things which are caused by ourselves within ourselves. Isn't it? So, by our going to a doctor, they're only treating a symptom. So if you are causing the problem, we have to change ourselves. Right? Now, I'll bring it down to what Vivekananda said about each soul is potentially divine. You are a divine. A divinity is a very healthy, happy, harmonious person. Each soul is potentially divine. You are divine. You are God yourself. The goal is to manifest the divinity, but the divinity, we are not in touch with that. Instead, we are in touch with the outside. The senses are going out. They are not good. So you have to make an effort to get it to yourself, and then look into what it is. Okay. Now, each soul is potentially divine. The goal is to manifest the divinity by controlling the nature external. Nature is something happening there. External nature control. Anybody got an idea how we have controlled the external nature? Suppose it's very cold, we know how to keep it warm, right? We can't fly, so we know how to control the external environment so that we can fly. We created science, technology. So this is all the controlling the external nature. We are masters in that, especially in the West. Technology. That Minister of Control, of course, we are making atom bombs and all that invented, controlling the nature in a negative way also. That's also there. Okay, controlling the nature, external and internal. Internal nature we have to control. In the West, we have controlled it. That is why any yoga center you go there, they are only trying to cut external nature. Only that much only, they can't go deeper into that. The internal nature. What is our internal nature? So this is the putting the finger at. If the happiness lies within, we have to look within, right? So yoga, this is the entire program is step by step. It will take you to what is there, and do it by work. You must do work in such a way that we make ourselves happy and divine, happy, healthy, and harmonious. Work, worship, or bhakti yoga. You worship in such a way that all the personal burdens and all those things are offloaded on God. Work, worship, philosophy. That understanding what my real nature is, or psychic control. Okay, what in present yoga, what we are going to do, all the 4 departments, right? We will change our work, okay? The way we look at work. And we must do work in such a way as though we are not doing anything. Karmanya akarmaya paschet karmani cha karmayaha sabuddhiman manusheshu sayukta. And we must do it. Suppose you really enjoy your work, you are doing it. After reading a book or novel, and you don't feel you are working. Then your mama calls you for food. The dinner is ready. Oh, mama, I'm coming. Let me come. Are you feeling the load of working? Today, we are instead of working enthusiastically, oh my God, again Monday, waiting for Friday, isn't it? The rest of the we lug ourselves for the 5 days, and it came. So the work, I have to work. Instead of that, I am enthusiastic to work, lively, participate in, and forget myself as though I am not working. The work should give me an enthusiasm and a courage. For example, if I teach a class, at the end of the class, I feel more enthusiastic and feel more energetic. Okay. Similarly, I don't know about you, but then my goal is also, if you attend a yoga class, from where you have come, at the end of the class, you must be more energetic, more enthusiastic, and so that's the beginning. So that is what yoga does. If you go to a gym or something, you get tired, fatigued, right? Here in yoga, when we do it, as though we have not done it, and it energizes us, builds it to us. Okay, so this is it. And then how we do that, I think we have got 5 steps of life. 5. We think what this body is myself. No, what is this body without breath? Right? Now, I'll just tell you. Now, keep your hands like this. Keep your hands like this. Close your eyes. Now, divide this torso into 2 parts, upper part and lower part. Right? Keep it like that. Keep observing which part of the body, which part of the torso is active. Flip. Turn your hand upside down. Change your hand. Now notice what happened to the breath. Again, flip. 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 Stop, drop your hand. Did you notice something? Right? Change the position of the hand, a little breath pattern changes. Right? And tell me, when you are angry, you breathe fast or slow?
Fast.
Fast, isn't it? When you are crying, you breathe fast or slow? Isn't it? That's how you cry. You breathe fast, right? Suppose you are really excited, joyful. Oh, you are amongst friends, and then you are very joyful. You breathe fast or slow?
Fast.
Any idea? Again fast. Again fast. So, I can't laugh anymore. Oh, stop it. So you gasp for breath. You feel short of breath, right? Suppose you are very calm. You breathe fast or slow? You breathe slow, isn't it? So whenever the mind is excited, it may be because of the joy, or it may be because of the sorrow. Either way, the mind gets agitated, and the breath also becomes faster. Right? So when you are calm, pleasant, now where do you want to be? How do you want to be? You want to be all the time happy? All the time? If you remain happy all the time, people call it, put us in an asylum. Or crying all the time. Why happened to me? Why me? Everybody else is happy. Why it is happening to me? Correct? Where do you want to? This is mental balance. Balance is, this is temporary. This comes, this is also temporary. But then I have to compose myself. Right? I want to be happy all the time. You would not have known what happiness is had you been you must be bored to death. There must be pain. Pain is your friend. If there is no pain, somebody would have cut off your limb and you wouldn't even know. With one limb, you will be still walking. So, pain, the issue is our expectation itself is wrong. And we are at a wrong place. And our goal itself is wrong. So that is how to readjust ourselves, how to look into ourselves. Okay. Now, in yoga, what we do, we're from known to the unknown. Okay. You think your happiness lies within you. Happiness is sensual satisfaction, body. Okay. That's where you are experiencing happiness. From there, we keep moving. Okay. Okay. We'll start with that and then take step by step to the real happiness. Now, some things give you happiness. So the Rasgulla gives him some happiness. Biryani gives something. Mirchi Bhaji gives him somebody else happiness. Or this, different people all have. So somebody's company gives me happiness. The same somebody that person, for another person, he causes misery. I don't want to look at that face. But this is the kind of thing. So all of us, we have different. The agency which gives us happiness is different for all of us. But there is one agency, one state of mind where all of us were happy, inevitably. Every time, and the same Rasgulla, if after 3 Rasgullas, I don't want the 4th one. It gives me, so that gives me. But then every time I go there, every one of us, that is causes us happiness. Is there anything like that? Not the
Sleep.
teachers who don't answer. Somebody said
Sleep.
Yeah, sleep. Deep sleep is not disturbed sleep. That
Yeah, deep sleep.
you got a nightmare. No, deep sleep. Is there anybody who doesn't like deep sleep? Is there anybody? No. All of us will like deep sleep, isn't it? What was there at that time? In deep sleep, every one of us were happy. Every time we go there, we find happy. What was there at that time? In deep sleep. The
Blank.
body is there. Your body is not there. Huh? And your thoughts are not there. Your mind is also not there. Your friends are not there. Your spouse is not there. Your children are not there. Your property is not there. And then the
Oh,
new car
just-
which you have bought, that is also not there. Nothing is there. Yet, every time we go there, so where is happiness? It is not in the agency. It is the process. It is a state where when the world outside is shut down, then you will find happiness. But then in deep sleep, what we are ignorant about ourselves. Only we got up, we understood it when we woke up. Isn't it? But is it possible? But you can't sleep all the time. So do we want to be happy? The moment you think that I want to go to sleep, you won't be able to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh my God, am I going to get sleep or not? The majority of the today's problem is people are not able to sleep.
And here from
That is this thing. To give you without taking, and then, no, I can sleep, I can take a tablet. You have outsourced your happiness to materials, right? And from the present moment, when do you want happiness? In the present moment or past? In the present moment. Or maybe for future, right? You have to do something about it for future happiness. So that when you go there, you will be able to experience. Not sitting here and then I have become that, I have become that. There is imagining things. That is, you are hallucinating or daydreaming. Isn't it? Now, instead of being in the present moment, we make every effort to run away from the present moment and run away from ourselves. Why? How are we doing it? To run away from ourselves without happiness lies here inside, isn't it? So how do, by consumption of material consumption, drugs. People take drugs to run away from themselves, to forget about themselves. And they call it happiness. He does it because he finds happy. Because being with myself is such a miserable situation. I want to run. People get knocked down with alcohol. And no, alcohol is and not all those things are bad, and I don't want to smoke. And then TV, consumption. But by consumption, we earn a lot of money, we spend a lot of money not to be in the present, to run away from ourselves. And then we watch a TV and get ourselves transported into a world that is different. We know it is a digital world. It is not true. But then the goal is to forget about ourselves, run away from ourselves. Newspaper. That and to this end, some people read, old people especially, people like me. And then at the end of it, what is that you got? Nothing. Only waiting for the next day paper, magazines, novels. So they create a situation where we can forget about ourselves and run away from the present situation. How to be in the present? How to be happy? Okay, I'll stop it here. So this is, and then we walk with the body. And then what is this body? You are very fit and healthy, especially even a Pavlov. And then muscular. But then the moment one day you get up and you say, oh my God, again work. I don't feel like getting up from the bed. You don't have energy to wake up, or you don't have energy to channelize yourself. So this body, it requires energy, and that is how to energize yourself, how to regulate yourself, and sometimes you are not able to sleep because the energy level is very high. How to reduce the energy level? So this we will learn. And the mind, the moment we start concentrating, mind wanders away. You go to your work and you are working, and instead of concentrating on the work, you said, if this project I'm not able to do it in time, my boss may fire me. That is something hanging on you. Instead of concentrating on the job, what is the reward? And the next fellow, that without doing anything, he got a promotion. So these are the things that are dragging us, scattering us from there. So how to regulate these things? Right? So Ananda, that is, I found where my happiness lies. I go over there, but then I got it only in deep sleep. Can I get all that happiness while awake? Being in this world, being in the present moment. If you want happiness, to enjoy the happiness, you must be here. You go into the past and dig the old graves, and people who have scolded you or died, and people who have hurt you, and you, oh my God, my mom would have my parents would have done something better for me. I would have been somewhere. Your parents are dead and gone. Why are you crying over them? You do yourself. How to take charge of ourselves, how to live in the present moment, how to be healthy. So these are some of the things which I have learned and I'm adopting for myself. And that has my experience I would like to share with you. And then these people, today we have got about more than 150 or 200 teachers. So they found that happiness. And then they adopted their lifestyles. And then, driven by it, they must spread it. That's how they have become a voluntary organization. This is a voluntary, and they run it. I don't know what happens and all that. Sometimes, most of the times, it goes into losses, and then they donate something and then keep it going. My gratitude to all the teachers who are making this show run. And then spread the message of health, happiness, and harmony. So I'll stop it here. If people have got any questions, there are certain things I think which we'll have to agree for certain things. Now the questions that come is how much time does it take? Resources, isn't it? How many hours can I have to spend the time on that? Now, the timings we will agree. Now, once the group is formed, to make it convenient to suitable, we will come to a consensus. Until all the past batches, we were able to come to some sort of a consensus. So, in a week, I think we must be able to put in at least 10 hours. So it is 200 hours, isn't it? At least 100, as much 200 hours I'm prepared to spend with you if you do it. At least it is obligatory to spend at least 120 to 150 hours. So that it will take about 3 to 4 months. If you want to complete it in 3 to 4 months, the course will take. If we spend about 10 hours. 10 hours means a week means that it comes to 40 hours. 40 into 4, about 160 hours, at least 4 months. And some of the people may not be able to. So these are all flexibilities attached. So if you are not able to do it within 4 months, whoever completed sincere, not necessarily sincere. So this day-to-day living that you may have to go out sometime or something. So all those things will be taken into account. Instead of doing 4 months, you will be able to do it 5 months or 6 months. We will be available to you. Okay. Now, so what timings and all that we will agree once the group is formed. So you have to register yourself first, and then once you register yourself, and then we will work with that. The first meeting we will have on 17th. The program starts on 17th. So we will meet the first meeting, and then there we will decide what times we meet and how frequently we meet. This is weekends we will spend more time, and weekdays also we will spend for practice.
Yeah.
And this is both online and I'm glad there's a lot of people from San Diego that nothing like in-person class. We are spending, I'm not spending, these fellows are spending. And then we took a hall that is near Cash and Carry, Miramar Cash and Carry. We have got a yoga hall there. We have taken it on lease, paying rent. So that is most of people are finding it difficult after COVID. We used to have the hall full. But then after COVID, people changed their habit patterns. Everything is online, okay, including work. Nothing like in-person class. If you come, that will be great. Okay. But,
Yeah.
so
Guruji, Mayank is asking question. This is like as Guruji said, it's in the Miramar Cash and Carry complex. And how many classes? Just to give an idea, obviously it will be decided by the cohort depending on their availability. For our session, for our cohort, it was 5 to 6 hours of practice every week, and we had decided for at that time to do it 3 hours on Saturday, 3 hours on Sunday, and then daily optional way to daily joining daily sadhana and practice in the mornings at 5:30, just to give you an idea. But obviously this would be very flexible and decided by your own cohort and their availability.
any questions, Shankar?
Yeah, those were the questions so far. Any other questions from the group? Ranjani, do you have your hand up? Any question? Clarity on anything? Go ahead, Nachiket. Were you sharing something?
No, not really. I was just asking, are there any restrictions in terms of what we eat or during a program, or we continue what we do?
If I start,
like if you're eating non-veg or anything, that's fine.
No. All the yogis, Vivekananda is a non-vegetarian. No, but one thing. But he is vegetarianism is sattvic, right? We were all created as vegetarians. This body structure is made to be a vegetarian. That a non-vegetarian, look at a non-vegetarian, an animal, and then a vegetarian animal, right? So the thing is, the way our teeth are made, and they are made to chew and eat, isn't it? So this one will have the molars and all, so where it can tear, and then gut is ours is a very long. For those non-vegetarian eating, cut is small. So if we eat non-vegetarian, for it to travel through, there is a lot of fiber there in vegetarian food, right? So it takes a lot and it pushes out. In 24 hours, it will go out. The same thing does not happen if you eat non-vegetarian without fiber and all that. So those things, they create problems inside. So that once the body is, you are not accustomed for it, but then you will understand the difference once you change your lifestyle. See which one is good. Try. No, then here everything is your choice.
Okay.
There can't be any. You can't force yourself into anything. So first you get convinced, try it. And here, all learning is experiential learning. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to anybody. You experience. If you accept, accept it. So this is the only science. This is the only spiritual practice which is experiential. Rest is all that some prophet has said it, or somebody else has said it. You believe in that? No. You believe in yourself. You are divine. Yes? That is what. Okay.
And so the classes basically start on 17th and they continue for a long time, because most Saturday and Sunday they have to take kids out for this class or that class. So that's the biggest problem which I see really. It's, so so if I don't get that time, we decide a time and I'm not able to finish in 4, it can go 5 months, 6 months. We just continue until we accumulate.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That if you are not able to do it, so all these people, we have gone through all this.
Yeah. Okay.
We have done nearly about 25 to 30 batches.
Okay.
So all the people are similar people like you, right? And then all of them are working. All of them are having kids. And all of them are at the age where they start collecting. Not only the kids collecting materials, so many things. how to buy a house, how to mortgage, a new car. So in the collection process, the accumulate in the process of accumulation. So the other is all of the same age group and same mental makeup and all that, right? So we are able to find a way out of that. So we will once the group is formed, we will be able to agree on that. Okay.
Age group, we had so many different age groups, uncle. There was a fifth grader, there was a high schooler when I did the batch, and now my daughter, who's a high schooler, she wants to join. So I did the YTT 200 and 300 myself. I am a Qualcommer. So any Qualcomm folks, if you if you have any questions, we have like a big Vivekananda Yoga group itself in Qualcomm. You guys can reach out to us.
All is needed is intention, and we somehow make it work. So yeah, very flexible. Another question we're getting from Yakub is any caution for people with arthritis?
Yuva, Vruddho, Ativruddho, Rogagrastho, Durbalaha. So all these people are eligible. That is Yuva, youth, Vruddho, old people, Ativruddho, not people like me. Very old people, Rogagrastho, those people who are suffering from some diseases, and Durbalaha, those people are not able to get up from the bed. Those people also can do it. So it is addressed to everybody. So, and if you have disease or something, problem, if you are able to move your legs and you're able to hear me and understand what we are saying, and then as long as those faculties are there, right? Even if you are not able to get up from your bed, you could still be able, there are practices which can make you get up. We must do it. No, at 80, I also got arthritis. This swells once in a way, right? But then I walk my 5 miles. Yes, of course, I used to do a lot of asanas. All those things I may not be able to do. I have to face my age. And because of my age, I have certain things. I must be gracefully accept growing old. Okay? But then at your time, you must be able to do anything and everything. You must put your head down and feet above and still be comfortable with that. So at your age, there are no restrictions, and you must come. Those people who have got, for example, all those things get cured. So, for example, people have got allergies, nasal allergies, asthma. So disease that is healthy means all the diseases that are caused either by the environment, you improve your ability to. So all these kriyas and all these things which we do, so they are a complete panacea. Everything will bring you back to healthy. That is why you should move. Don't go and also take painkillers. You come to us, and then we will see that your arthritis goes. Come with us and do it sincerely. Wish that your arthritis should go. But then you don't have faith in yourself. You don't have faith in the teacher, and then only believe in the doctor and the pill. I can't help.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you, Guruji. And Rishabh is asking, last year batch, what were the timings on weekends? Somebody remembers?
No, mostly the thing is, all of you have got something in the end. During the weekend is most busiest time, isn't it? So the weekdays our routine is set, right? Weekends we postpone everything, all enjoyment and duties. We are not interested in ourselves. We are interested in our children, isn't it? At least my life is anyway gone, so my children should be done. Put them in swimming, put them in judo, karate, and then take them so many things. The latest thing is Sarupa put her daughter in golf. This is So nobody gets up at 6 o'clock. No golf course will open at 6 o'clock. No swimming pool will open up at 6 o'clock, isn't it? Come at 6 o'clock. By the time 9 o'clock, we are finished. Have the rest of the day for yourself. But then I can't get up in the morning. I can't help that. That is where you have to control the nature within. The laziness, letharginess. Shatter that letharginess. Come. And initially difficult. I can't sleep after 4 o'clock here. And after people complain in the morning, you make as I try to make as less noise as possible. But then still sometimes, at least the moment I get up, the wife will find it some way. But she got accustomed anyway. Okay. So that is how we have to change our lifestyle. This is the entire thing is to change our lifestyle for the better. So without changing anything, I want my happiness. No, that's not. How to change your lifestyle, and you will find it more energetic having got up, and that becomes a habit. So during the weekdays also, once it becomes a habit, you are always ahead of people. There is no hurry. You will change your timings. Instead of everybody starting at 8 o'clock, and spending your time cursing yourself, you will wake up in half an hour early. And then your boss will be surprised to see you there in your desk at 7 o'clock. And everybody will be. So you are ahead of you. So some of these things, once we change, life becomes enthusiastic. Life becomes lively. And there is a purpose and a direction for many meaning for our life. But that is what we are going to do in this program. Don't look at what obstacles will be there. Look at the solution. Don't become a part of the problem. Become a part of the solution. We will find a solution. The past batches have found a solution. Then we will be able to find a solution. Now, in such a way that is without disturbing too much of our.
Yeah.
Okay, if not 6:30. Or 6:50. Some people may say. Okay.
And I wanted to invite Shubhangi, who's our star teacher, to share her experience also. So you get a flavor for, what we have gone through as teaching. And she religiously does sadhana and teaches, not just for us, but other places as well. So I wanted to invite Shubhangi to share her thoughts.
Thank you, Swarupa, for calling me a star teacher. Namaste everyone, my name is Shubhangi and I did my teacher training I think in 2020. So it's been, I think Swarupa and me were batchmates. And it's been 4 years now for me and I did not drop my practice at all. I was like very sincerely, I was into my Hatha Yoga practice. I kept going on with my sadhana, but somewhere I was lacking into my pranayama practice. But yeah, that's something to be discussed later. But about the teacher training, what I was as a person, what I was 4 years back was totally a different person than who I am today. Guruji, Swarupa, other teachers in here, they were along with me while this transition was happening. I was not even able to utter a single word in front of people, I would just describe, myself as I was very apprehensive, doubtful, and, nervous all the time, self-conscious. And today, I may call myself as I am, I have got that fierce attitude. I can stand in front of public. I have developed that public speaking. This did not happen overnight. I can say that today I'm like I have that charismatic approach towards presenting myself in front of people, and yeah, I think if there is on social media there are certain pictures who always show you before and after thing, for personalities, if something like that, if I can show, you can see my old videos and me today. uh,
Today, Shubhangi taught in Balboa last year, like for hundreds of people, and she's just a phenomenal teacher. So that's the like growth she has had in a few years.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I do have the nervousness still while teaching before each class, but I learned to make mistakes, and I learned to accept my mistakes. I learned to accept myself. I learned to love myself for who I am. And I just there are certain words in English I'm not even able to collect my to describe myself. It's I am not still there. I have a long way to go. I would say it's just the start for me. But yes, Guruji, Vivekananda Yoga teachers here, they did really help me. The overall holistic approach of Vivekananda Yoga helped me, just not physically to evolve, but it did help me, at emotional and mental level. I am definitely a stable person. I do get angry. It's not that I'm like yogi and I just sit and calm myself down. It's not that way. But
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Shubhangi. So Shubhangi is a wonderful teacher. Okay. Now, one thing I'd like to tell you, when Shubhangi raised up a couple of issues, I think it is a total personality development.
Yeah.
It is not the body, it is not the energy, it is not the mind. It's
Mhm.
change your attitude towards life. It is
Yes.
just not enough knowledge and a few skills about the body, skills about managing your energy, skills about to managing your mind. Become a master of yourself. And the body and mind at every level, you must be you must be able to do it, not do it. You do it differently. So that is the kind of freedom you enjoy. That is, and then have all of you gone through about the program which I have sent you a PDF write up? Have you all of you gone through it? No, if you have not gone through it, it is there in the letter that has been sent to you. The link is there in that. You click on that and you read that. So that it gives you more details about the program. And I want to tell you one thing. So there are at least a dozen doctors, practicing physicians, MDs, and then surgeons, senior surgeons. All those people are there in our, and then some of the testimonials given by them are there in that. So they find their own problems. So for example, a doctor, maybe a doctor treating others, they don't know how to treat themselves. And have BP, all those things have all. They gave wonderful compliments about, and they still continue to be our students every day. In the morning they come, and they are very busy people. Still they come. Okay, so these are some of the things which we have got. Anything else? So if you don't have any other questions, I decide now. This kind of doubts, will I be able to do it or not, and all that, that's a part of our personality, right? And then, as she raised one more issue. Every time, even today, every time I come to a class, that I feel a little stressed out. That is healthy, right? All the achievements which we have made are when we are stressed up. But the problem is we don't understand the nature of our stress, functional stress and dysfunctional stress. And then during this program, we will have a total stress management. And then how to live in the present moment, how to be mindful about what we are doing, living in awareness, having a purpose and a direction and a meaning for our life, instead of blundering into the world. Oh my God, why that? No, you are fully responsible for yourself. Responsibility is yours. You're totally responsible for yourself. And not only yourself, everything that is happening in this world, you are responsible. Start it from there. I'm not saying that you are responsible means you have to do. Action is different. It depends upon other resources. No, suppose somebody is suffering from somewhere, so I must be responsive to it. Isn't it? Responsibility, ability to respond. All living beings respond. Dead people don't respond, right? So we must become responsible. Action is different. This is, I don't have a resources. I feel for that. But if I have a resource, I will be able to help. Somebody, when you are going, somebody fell on the road. You look at it, especially in India, somebody motor accident, and then they will look like this and keep going. And nobody touches it because there may be a police case. And that is irresponsible. Being responsible is somebody, not only me. And this satsanga, we can't do what I have done with myself during my would not have been possible but for the group. Even today I need this group, right? That is, the group nourishes and nurtures me. If I am healthy today, it is my group. Every day, whether they like it or not, then I attend. Some other teacher may be teaching, but then I become a part of that group. So that satsanga is that whatever the individual energies are lacking within us, without our knowledge, the group lends it. It nourishes us. So that kind of a group only. So I really recommend that we come. Not online is okay, but nothing like in-person classes. So this is basically the thing. If you don't have any other doubts, I think we will conclude it. Right? I think before you people leave, I want to leave you one thing. Decided today, register yourself as early as possible so that we will be able to communicate with each other. And then the first session will be there on 17th. Timing we will agree once you people register, and then an introductory session we will have, and then from there we keep proceeding. Okay, 17th. So I request you to register yourself, and then if you got some other friends or anyone, bring them in. Doing it together. There's a satsanga within a satsanga. Friends and relatives also you can bring it. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you.
We will conclude it with a prayer.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. Pranam.
Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kasya dukha bhag bhave. Om Shanti.
Shanti.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I would like to see all of you there in the program.
Thank you.
I want to live long. If you people come, I live long. Otherwise, there's no purpose for my existence. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Maybe one last question by Pasuna. If the practice will focus on focus issues as well. Program will focus on focus issues. And the answer is like yes, right? Yoga.
Yeah.
Focuses on that.
I mean, will it cure? I do have a lot of ADHD, so I was wondering if
Yes.
cures.
The ADHD is a name label that has been given, that all of us will have it in lesser degree or more degree. It's only a matter of how where you go very frequently to a doctor, they will label it. There are a lot of people who didn't go to a doctor. All of us will have it, that we will be able to.
Yeah.
We will be able to regulate it. Yes, that is precisely the issue. Ability to focus and defocus. That is the issue. That precisely yoga is all about that.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
a lot of other related like allergies, asthma, all this, that I know that.
Yeah, along with that, so many other things they come. You come personally, you sit with me for some time, and then we will slowly, even if you do, otherwise you do it online, first at least for a few days you spend some time with
Sure.
the
I'll be there
satsanga.
next week and week after.
Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you all for joining.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, Ananya. How are you? You want,
Hello.
you want to take over my class? No. When she comes to the class, she becomes the owner of the class. So, thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.